your life will change. How many of you have experienced a change in your life because of practicing prayer, meditation, affirmations? Of course. So don't tell anyone I'm disrespecting affirmations. There is, the universe operates like a giant superstore. And there is truly no limit. There's nothing too small, too big, there's nothing not in the superstore. So anything you could possibly want, anything you possibly need, it will provide anything, everything and anything you want or need. Now, let's talk about I'm going to tell you what happens. What happens is when you say, you ask the wrong question. The wrong question is, to the universe, why am I always broke? Why am I sick? Why don't I have any energy? You with me? Don't we have these questions, right? Even if you don't say them to your friends, you do say them. Why doesn't my life work out the way I want it to? Why can't I find a healthy, happy relationship? When you ask the question, and by the way, the superstore you don't have to go there. You don't have to stand in line. You don't have to telephone. You can't get to it on the internet. Do you know how you shop at the store? With your thoughts. That is a thought store. So when you say, why am I so unhappy? This store, this universal store, provides you with everything you need to answer that question. Everything. It'll bring you memories of the past, it'll bring you stories, it'll bring you memories you don't even know you have. It'll bring you other people's memories. It will bring you everything you need to understand and to experience the answer to your question of why you are so unhappy. Are you with me? Do you get how deep that is? Why am I unhappy? Is your mental grocery list to this universe that will bring you the answer to any question you ask. Now, when you have a problem, the problem will morph into a question. And when you have a question, the universe will answer the question, and the answer will begin to morph itself into action, into a way of living. Are you with me? Problem, question, answer, action. I'll come back to that in a moment. There's this Zen koan. You all know that Zen koan is kind of like a spiritual riddle. And the Zen koan that I'm going to tell you now is about this. Imagine in your mind right now a goose in a bottle. How can you get the goose out of the bottle without breaking the bottle or killing the goose? So, I'm not going to make you wait too long. Some of you already know the answer, yes? How many of you know the answer to this? So yes, everybody in Prosperity Plus knows the answer because you know. So how you get the goose out of the bottle is exactly the same way you got it there. You imagine it. There's no goose in the bottle. I just said, imagine a goose in a bottle. And you did. So, see, right? Did you just imagine the goose out of the bottle? No broken glass and no dead goose. Now, the value of a koan is, it leads us to some kind of spiritual understanding, some kind of awareness. I would like to propose, perhaps, that all of our problems are a misuse of our imagination. You know, that we've just imagined most of what our problems are, and we can unimagine them equally as powerfully. Now, I have to say to you that spirituality, your awakening, your awareness, your having and receiving everything that you really say that you want, the kind of life you want to live, the kind of being you want to be, comes with a warning label. Caution. You will have to change. Warning. do not exceed the recommended dose. Your life may turn upside down, right? Proceed with caution. Change will happen. So we have a problem. A problem appears. We ask a question. More often than not, our question is a why question. Another teacher of mine taught me many, many years ago when I was a child. Understanding is the booby prize of life. Why, or even Ernest Holmes, why is an invalid question? Some of you can say, that's not true. Just try it on. Right? So why, to pose your question in a why can't I have more prosperity in my life? Why can't I have more friends? This Superstore is going to give you the answer to that question. You can't have more friends because you're just no good. You can't have more friends because you don't know how to carry on a regular conversation. You can't have more friends because you're ugly. You can't have more, whatever it is you get in answer to all that self-talk. You guys understand what I'm saying? Can you relate? Yeah. So, can we ask a different question? Because one of the qualities of this God that we're trying to get into right relationship with, last week we talked deep last week, did we not, about God consciousness, about how part of the reason why the world doesn't get better, because think about it. Does anybody know exactly how long humans have been on the planet? Craig, do you know? A long time. I'm kidding, no, he knows everything. So people have been here a long time. And in that long time that we have been here, I want you to know that human beings have been praying to God to fix things for that entire time. Praying to end war, praying to end hunger, praying for fairness for everybody, praying for better relationships, praying for thinner bodies. Do you understand? We've been praying for a long time, and it hasn't changed anything. Do you know why? Because there is no Santa Claus God, and there is no Wizard of Oz God. There is no God out there who is going to answer that question that way. So so we've been trying, part of our failure in being able to manifest fully, no matter how many affirmations we say, is because we keep trying to fix what it means to be human. That's what we talked about last week. You cannot fix human. Human is human. Human has human laws, human government. We have not just your thoughts, but a collaborative 7-point, however many, a lot of people's thoughts now. And it just is what it is, and to try to change that is ridiculous. So we transcend that. You up-level your consciousness out of human consciousness to God consciousness. Once you up-level into God consciousness, you discover a God that does not solve problems, but a God that dissolves problems. The problems get dissolved, not solved. Now, how you're going to dissolve your problems is by asking an empowering question. And again, remember, warning, right? Caution, proceed with caution. Small doses, don't exceed the dose. The question you want to ask is, what is the, let's do it another way. What is the nature of unconditional love? So you want to ask this superstore, instead of why does nobody love me, you're going to ask, what is the nature of unconditional love? What is the nature of unlimited supply? What would unbounded creativity look like?